Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. Today I've got a little emergency fix to take care of. I am currently on vacation and I really wasn't planning on making this video, but well, things happen when you're on the road, and last night I was driving about 8-9 hours worth or so to get to my first destination of our trip, and well, the roads just aren't the greatest when you get into some of these smaller towns way up north. I'm near the Canadian border right now, and I hit a pothole yesterday and it jarred my exhaust loose. So all of a sudden we had basically a straight pipe setup from the headers back. Basically what happened a couple years ago, I had gone and cut my cat off and just put in a straight tube there right after the O2 sensor, so I didn't throw any codes or anything. Now, being that I had done this in my driveway basically with a saw, and just hacked that sucker off and put in a new pipe, put a couple clamps on it, called her good. Well, that was a few years ago, and being that I did that in the driveway, I didn't have a welder and I wasn't able to weld the connections back together, so I just used a couple of exhaust clamps. Well, one of those exhaust clamps, I guess, just wasn't sitted on there right, and so that came off. So when you start this up, it definitely sounds like a big full-size Chevy with some crazy exhaust, and that's really not what we're looking for. And to be honest, it's really annoying when you drive. It's all you hear, it's all you feel. My better half sitting on the passenger side here, it actually is right under her feet, so she feels it, she hears it, it's horrible. I'm gonna go ahead and sit this down by where it's apart and fire this up and show you what it sounds like. As you can see, right there is where the pipe is split. So we're gonna just fix that here in a moment. I don't know how well that'll show up on your screen, but at least you'll be able to hear it. So, like I said, pretty freaking loud, huh? Fortunately enough for me, I am actually staying in this nice little hotel here, right next door to an O'Reilly's. So I think we're gonna get this fixed here real quick and then head out so we can actually hear something and not have to have the radio cranked to 100 just to drown out that sound. So I'm gonna run over there and I will be right back. Alright, so I just got back from O'Reilly's over here, and they were nice enough to borrow me a little box of sockets and crap. I picked up this strap clamp, so I'm thinking that's going to actually do the job, but I got to make sure it's the right size and whatnot. So first I got to get this old clamp off. So we're going to try that. Alright, so this is going to take me a few seconds to get this old one off, so I'll just check back in with you when I do get it.
Well, unfortunately, the old clamp is rusted on now, so I'm going to have to see if I can find a little hacksaw or something and cut that clamp off so that I can get this new strap clamp over it, and then I think everything will be okay. For the meantime, what I had gone and done is push the two together as tight as I possibly can, and I think I made a little more room than what we had previously here, so I'm hoping that it'll get us to our next destination, where I should be able to get a saw and cut that off. So I will check in with you shortly. Well, I've been home from vacation now for a few days, and as you saw in the last clip, I wasn't able to fix it in the parking lot there because the bolts had rusted, and with the tools that I had at the time, just wasn't going to happen. So I am at the shop here at work, and what happened was that damn exhaust kept sliding off, causing some issues, so I'd have to pull over every 15-20 minutes, slide the thing back on. It was so loud and so obnoxious that there was just no getting around it. Fortunately enough for me, I had a little kit, let's say, in the vehicle, and I was able to rig up a deal to keep it on at least for the rest of the trip. It actually did such a good job that I forgot that I needed to fix it good when I got home. So I'm going to show you what I ended up doing, and then we're going to fix it proper like. Okay, so as you can see, I used stainless steel zip ties, wrapped them around the clamps, and that held it tight and held it pinched together so that it didn't slide off at this section here. So what we're going to do is use my favorite tool, a cutoff wheel, and we're just going to nip these old guys off, and then we're going to throw those strap clamps on. I ended up picking up another strap clamp because I wanted to do it on both sides of this little pipe here. All right, so we got that on there. Now I know what some of you are thinking or yelling at your screen right now. Why don't you weld that shit on and just be done with it? Well, here's the deal. This is a temporary fix. All that exhaust is getting redone once we put in the other, I can't tell you now. I gotta save that for another day, another video. That's gonna be a huge undertaking. But anyways, this exhaust is strictly temporary for now, and that's what's gonna hold it on. I could have left those stainless zip ties on there, but I really wanted this big hard clamp on there so that I know we don't have any problems as far as hitting like potholes or bumps in the road, that kind of stuff. So, with that being said, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscription button, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. Any and all of that stuff greatly helps the channel and is very much appreciated. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.